Before I say anything else, I just need you to look at my socks right now. Yup, they have dogs on them.
Oh, for God's sake, Niall!
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then welcome. Great to see you, great to have you. My name is Jazz, or Jasmine. Some people call me Hey Angel. Any of the above, that's fine with me, I guess. Subscribe to my main channel if you haven't already. The link is in the description. Go check it out. Always go check it out. I'm kind of terrified of the video that I'm going to be filming today, just because the last time I filmed a ranking video, the comments were pretty rough. I have a video on my channel where I wanked. I have a video on my channel where I rank all of One Direction's songs from every single album that they have, and some of the comments I got on that video were pretty rough. Some of them were like all in good fun, like harmless joking, haha, great. But some people were like genuinely very angry with me for the way I ranked some of One Direction songs. But a lot of people wanted me to do other ranking videos, and one of the top comments on that video is someone asking me to film a video where I rank One Direction's hairstyles over time. So of course I'm gonna do it. I don't blame you if you hate me for the way that I'm about to rank some of these hairstyles. So yeah, no more stalling, no more blabbing, let's just get into it, ranking all of the boys' hairstyles. So like I did in my last video, I'm gonna show you guys all the different categories so we together can understand where these rankings are gonna go and what they mean. So the very first top category I have on here is called Sent from God Himself. These are the best of the best, handcrafted by God Himself and put on this earth specifically as a gift to mankind. They're absolute best hairstyles. Would want to see them again one day. The second category is called You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. Still amazing. Still crafted from God. Made of gold. 10 out of 10. Just not the best of the best, you know? Just a little bit lower. Then the next category is called Maybe If I Cover One Eye. It's like maybe if I squint and stand back a little bit and look at this hairstyle, maybe it'll be acceptable. Not the worst in the world, but also not top tier. Then I have Fire the Stylist Immediately. Bad hairstyle. Why did they even walk out in public with this haircut? I don't understand. What are you doing to these boys? Find a new career because you're ruining their hair. And then of course I'm bringing back the ever so famous electric chair. You already know the electric chair is the worst of the worst. This is why Zayn left the band, specifically because your hair looked like that. Another little disclaimer that I just thought of that I should put in this video before I actually start doing this though. I don't want to make it seem like my purpose in life is just to sit here and like talk shit about someone else's appearance over and over again, because that's not the goal here. Everyone in the world, especially famous people such as the One Direction boys, are free and allowed to wear and do and look however they want. This, once again, is just all in harmless fun. The first person that I'm going to be ranking hairstyles for is Harry Styles himself. Right? Hairstyles, like, get it? Because his hair, right? Like, I'm really just trying my best here. The first hairstyle we have here is his, like, curly hair, but it's like the fringed curly hair, kind of like he had during the What Makes You Beautiful era. But yeah, that's the first one for Harry. And I mean, honestly, it was cute. Like the way you remember when he used to sit in interviews and he would like go like this and then like put it to the side, and that was just like a famous thing that he always did. And that's just, it's just so endearing and cute. But I don't think this hairstyle suits him well. I can already feel myself getting dragged right now for this. I'm gonna put it in Maybe If I Cover One Eye. That's where this hairstyle is gonna go. A lot of these pictures in this tier maker are very similar, so I'm going to skip some of them so that this video doesn't take forever, because a lot of these hairstyles look like the exact same on him. Okay, so the next one is like kind of the same hairstyle, but it's cut a little bit shorter, so his curls are like more defined instead of like stringy, if that makes any sense. I think I like that one better, but still not enough to rank higher, so it's still gonna go Maybe If I Cover One Eye. But it's definitely better than the first one. So this one is going in Maybe If I Cover One Eye. What is wrong with you? Now that I see that picture up close, I realize how just like horribly wrong I was. He looks so good. He looks so cute. That hairstyle belongs in the You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie category. Shame on you, Jasmine in the past, for putting it in that horrible, horrible category like that. I'm Stan, and I was wrong. The next one we have is his, it's pretty much the same haircut, but it's styled differently with a bandana in it, which I will always take. I'm gonna put the bandana one in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie, because she is doing amazing. I feel so bad for what I'm about to say about this next one. Just know that. The next one is his hair when it was kind of like styled back, like how he had it for, what award show was that? Was it I think it was the Teen Choice Awards when he was twerking. That felt like a fever dream. He was standing next to Darren Criss twerking on live national television. That really happened. His hair swept back like that just makes it look like his head is so big. I'm gonna say fire the stylist immediately. I'm so sorry, but like, this video is already just me feeling guilty. Like, I feel so judgmental, and okay. The next one is the famous, very well-known headscarf Harry. So cute. He wore these a lot, like on tour back in this time, and I just think it was the absolute best when he wore them, first starting to get his little long curls and grow them out, and he'd wear the... I think I'm gonna put this one up there with You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie, because she is. That brings us to Prince-haired Harry, when it wasn't exactly long hair 2015 yet, but it was up on his shoulders, like curly at the ends, like he had it in the Night Changes video. That's just top tier content. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna put that in Sent from God himself, because we should all enjoy a good Prince-haired Harry, not to be confused with actual Prince Harry. That brings us to long-haired Harry, which the Prince hair was long, but long-haired Harry and Prince-haired Harry are different. He's got like the top always like parted off this way because he like runs his fingers through it, and so it sits on this side of his head, falls down his shoulder like a beautiful blue silky waterfall. Definitely going in Sent from God himself, not even gonna hesitate on this one. I don't know who out there in the universe sent Harry like this idea in his head that he needed to grow his hair out, but I think that forced every single day of my life. Next up we have Harry's like short haircut, you know, back in 2017 when he cut all his hair off in the Behind the Album, and then he did like Dunkirk and stuff with this short hair, and he went into his first solo era with this short haircut. This picture doesn't really do it justice, like this picture, but I do like that hairstyle. I think it looked really good on him. I think it suited him really well. There's like pictures from tour where his hair is like that, like early tour, and I just think he looks so good. I'm gonna put it in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. Oops. Not exactly the best of the best. Still getting the damn job done. This next one is when his hair has kind of grown out a little bit and it's like over his face instead of styled upwards. I really like this hairstyle. It's the one that he had in his Rolling Stone shoot. Yeah, it's gonna go in She's Doing Amazing. Or You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. She is truly doing amazing. Then we move more into his hairstyle more recently. It's hard to describe because it's like 5 different hairstyles at once. Like it's kind of flopping up here, but it's also like short on the sides. Sometimes he like lets it grow out a little bit. I'm not a fan. What I do like about his hair recently is that he's been letting it get curly. Yes! I'm gonna put this hairstyle in the Maybe If I Cover One Eye because I don't hate it, but he could do better. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna be ranking all of Liam's hairstyles. So we're gonna start with, of course, the famous Justin Bieber cut that he had while he was on the X Factor. It was good at the time. Like, for his age back then, and in 2010, that time period, it was good. Like, it looked good on him. He didn't look horrible, but I feel like if he kept that cut as he got older, it would have been tragic. So I'm going to put this one, I'm gonna put it in the You're Doing Amazing, okay? For the time, it was a good hairstyle. I don't mind it. She looks great. Then we move into this awkward stage where it's all of a sudden Liam is not straightening his hair anymore, because I don't know if you knew this, but he used to straighten it when he was, yeah. So Liam just kind of let his hair be how it was, and it was very wavy. He had fringe going on, fell over his eyes. Still love it. I'm not gonna lie. I still really like his hair like this. I don't start having issues, so to speak, with Liam's hair until he gets a little bit older. But baby Liam had some good hairstyles, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put this one in, no, I'm gonna put it in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. Because she's still just doing amazing. But then we have Liam's hair when he let it grow out so much that he started to look like Harry. And that's where I start to step in and be like, it just looks, I don't have the word for it. I'm gonna put this one in the Maybe If I Cover One Eye because I liked it when it was wavy and like kind of short, but then he let it grow out and it started getting like curly-ish and it's just not, no. So I'm gonna, Maybe If I Cover One Eye. Not his best. Then he grew up a little bit more and he cut it and it was still quite wavy, but now it's wavy and like cut short and he just looked, I think this is one of his best hairstyles. Definitely gonna put this one in Sent from God himself. I think it just suited him really well. It's good news. It's good news. Then we got, you know, buzz cut Liam. I vividly remember the day that I found out that Liam buzz cutted his hair. I don't know why, but I remember like waking up and getting ready for school and like going on the laptop that I would have sitting on my bed, and it was just like on Twitter, like breaking news. Not breaking news, like it was a big deal. But I just remember it was like being tweeted everywhere, and I saw a picture and I was like, wild time. Wild times. I don't really like Liam's buzz cut. Actually, I really don't like Liam's buzz cut. So I'm gonna put it... Should I put Liam's buzz cut in the electric chair? Yeah! Okay. Next up we have Liam when he went through his quiff phase. I think it looked good on Liam. I liked his hair like this. So I'm gonna put this in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. Yeah, I think he looks good. Then we move into that phase where Liam like cut his hair, and I did not know what the fuck was going on with Liam's hair. I think this is one of his worst hairstyles that I've ever seen in my life. It's too short. It doesn't complement the shape of his face at all. We're gonna put this in Fire the Stylist immediately. I'm just not feeling it. Then we have Liam's first solo era hair where it's like it wants to be a quiff, but it's not because it's too long, so it like falls awkwardly on the top of his head. Fire the Stylist immediately. I'm sorry, it just does not look good. Then we have Liam's more recent hair, kind of like it is on his album cover, where it's short now, he cut it. I kind of like it like that. I think it suits him way better than all the other hairstyles that he had before. I think I'm gonna put this one in the Maybe If I Cover One Eye. It's not exactly top tier, but I don't hate it. It's alright. So we're gonna put Maybe If I Cover One Eye. So next up, we are going to be ranking Louie's hairstyles. Definitely gonna be interesting. So the first one we have is this, I don't even know what to call it, his little bowl cut that he Louie is my baby. I cannot drag him like this, but like he looks like he looks like Coconut Head from Ned's I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put Louie's like X Factor haircut in the Maybe If I Cover One Eye. Yeah, okay. Then we kind of move into Louie's hair after they were off the X Factor and when it grew out a little bit longer and he had it like still over his face a little bit. But I definitely think this haircut was better for him than the one he had because now it has some shape to it. It fits his face better. It's not just laying there on his head. And I really like this hairstyle on him. So I'm gonna put this one in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. He's so cute. Then we have the famous Louie hairstyle that's just like straight up sticking up in all different directions. Like it's not flat on his head anymore. It's kind of up a little bit, cut shorter, and just like, I really like this hairstyle on him. I'm gonna put it in the You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. Then that brings us to Louie's like quiff phase where it was styled up like off of his head, and I don't really like this hair on him. I'm gonna put this one in Maybe If I Covered One Eye because it's not horrible, but it's just not one of my favorites. The motherfucking cinnamon swirl. Can we just... That's top tier, baby girl. That's... If there was an award show where they just gave out awards to celebrities for hairstyles, Louie would be taking home all of them with the cinnamon swirl. Like, who is doing it like him? Who is doing it like this? Nobody. Nobody. Definitely putting the cinnamon swirl up here and sent from God himself, because it was. Then we have Louie again with more of like the messy hairstyle, except this time it's not styled up and it's styled more like in his face a little bit. I think I'm gonna put that one in the You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. I think it suited him really well. It looks good on him. Yes, sir. You're Doing Amazing. Then we have long-haired Louie. Louie when his hair was like completely grown out and a little bit long, like along the top as well, like how it was in the Where We Are tour intro video. This is the hairstyle that's gonna get me canceled. I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who didn't like Louie's long hair. I don't think I've ever met another human being who agrees with me on that, and I'm so sorry. Like I have to put this down here in the Maybe If I Cover One Eye. It's not exactly the worst, but I just don't like his hair like that. Then we get into the Louie hairstyle where it's kind of the same thing, like it's long and grown out, except it's not like straight like it was. Got a bit more hold because it's like more textured. Still just not a fan. I'm gonna put this one in the Maybe If I Cover One Eye too. I wish I had a good explanation. I just don't. Then we have Louie's hair when he decided to cut it after having it long for so long. I think this hairstyle looks really good on him. I'm gonna put this one in the You're Doing Amazing. Then we move into the famous peaky haircut. Let me get a big fuck yeah from the peanut gallery. Best hairstyle! His best hairstyle! His best hairstyle. I'm putting this hairstyle in the top tier, sent from God himself, as it should be. Period. Okay, so next up we're gonna be ranking Niall's hairstyles. So of course we're gonna start with his X Factor hair when it was super bleached. Kinda like yours? Just saying. It's not bad, especially for like his age and this time period. So I think I'm gonna put it in the maybe if I cover one eye. Not the best, but like what else is his hair supposed to look like? You know what I'm saying? Then we have Niall's hair when it was like very first put in a quiff, because like he does another kind of quiff later down the road. It looks a little bit better when they let a little bit of his natural root grow out. But when they just straight up bleached his whole head bright white like this, for why? It just... Electric chair. Niall, baby, I'm so sorry they did that to you. Electric chair. Then we have Niall's hair in a different kind of quiff when he stopped like bleaching it as harshly. So like you can see a little bit of his root and his hair is like cut a little bit, so it's a bit shorter in a quiff. So much better like this. So I think I'm gonna put that one in... You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. I actually kind of genuinely like this hairstyle. You can see his dark roots and it's styled up good. It doesn't look dead. It looks healthy. It looks good. So I'm gonna put this one in the You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. Then we move into Niall's hair, how it was kind of like in the You and I video when it was like real dark at the root and then grown out blonde in the front. And I love that haircut on Niall. One of the best. Obsessed. I'm definitely putting this one in the Sent from God himself. I just think this hairstyle complemented Niall so well. He looks so good. Then we move into Niall's hair, how it was for the entirety of like On the Road Again and throughout Made in the AM promo when it was like quiffed up. I don't know, I just don't like his hair like that very much. So I think I'm gonna put this one in the maybe if I cover one eye. Then we have when Niall went solo and started dyeing his hair its regular color. I'm a big fan of Niall leaving his hair its natural color. When he first dyed it back, I had a mini heart attack because I like brunette Niall. I liked his hair when it was brown, but not exactly in the quiffy style that he's got going on here. I'm gonna put it in the maybe if I cover one eye. It's not the best of the best, but not horrible either. Then we have Niall's hair when it was its natural color and he stopped putting in a quiff, so it kind of fell over his head a little bit in like these soft waves. I'm putting that in the very top category. Sent from God himself. This hairstyle looks so good on him. And of course, last but very much not least, we have Zayn Malik. I will be ranking his hairstyle. So to start this off, we have Zayn's like original hairstyle where it kind of wasn't really styled in any particular way, just falls over his head. I don't think it looks that good on him. I know he was really, really young though, so for his age, it does look pretty okay. I'm gonna put this one in the maybe if I cover one eye because it's not my favorite. But you have to take into consideration, like, he's 16, you know what I'm saying? Then we move into very classic Zayn, like what you would think of when I say Zayn Malik when he first started to, like, quiff up his hair. And I think it looks good. I'm gonna put this one in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. I think it looked really good on him. Then we move into this period of time where his quiff was a little bit more defined. He, like, shaved a line into the side, so his hair was, like, short and then long on the top. Amazing! You mean amazing? Anyway, if there was like an opposite of the electric chair, that's what this hairstyle would be in. Like, not the electric chair, but the love and support chair. I'm putting this in Sent from God himself. Then that takes us into the famous, very famous, like blonde streak in his hair. The same quiff, but now there's a blonde piece in it, and it's no longer parted down the middle. I don't know. I like it. I don't really like the color of the blonde piece. And his hair is really tall. If he would have cut it a little bit, it would have looked better. So I think I'm going to say maybe if I cover one eye, which I know a lot of you are gonna really, really hate me for that. Then we move into that Zayn hairstyle where he kind of grew it out a little bit and stopped wearing it in a quiff. Not that big of a fan. Like, I like this hair, but not that much. So I think I'm also gonna put this in the maybe if I cover one eye. Then we have Zayn's version of the Prince hair, where he's got like the little strand of hair falling in his face. So good. I'm putting this up here in the Sent from God himself because it needs to be. It needs to be there. So then we have Zayn's hairstyle where it was like shaved on one side and then like long on the other side. I really, really like this hairstyle too. His beautiful mind, I just want to kiss it. I'm gonna put this one in the You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie, because she is just amazing. Then we have Zayn's quiff where it was like messier, because before when he did quiffs they were very like neat and tight, but this quiff is like messy and like blonde. I love it. I love this hairstyle. I'm putting this in the You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. I think it looks really good on him. I love him with blonde hair, but like with hints of like his black hair still in there. Then we've got the Zayn hairstyle where it's like shaved on the sides and then like this weird like lump on the top of his head. I don't think this looks good on him, but it's not just him. I just think it's the hairstyle. Like I don't think this hairstyle would look good on anyone. So I'm gonna put this one down here in the Fire the Stylist immediately. It's not Zayn, it's just the hair. So just to recap, we have hairstyles that are God-sent. Then we have hairstyles that are doing amazing because they're still amazing. Then we have hairstyles that are kind of iffy. Then we have hairstyles that are just awful. And then we have a very, very, very slim selection of electric chair hairstyles. One Direction altogether has had their fair share of many, many different hairstyles, as you do when you're a human being. So those are all my rankings of the One Direction boys' hairstyles. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think of their hairstyles, which ones are your favorites and which ones you absolutely hated, because I'm very interested in knowing what you feel about these hairstyles. Be sure to check out the description and follow all my social medias at Zayn on Instagram and Twitter. Also, don't forget to check out my main channel, Jasmine Zayn. Hope you're all doing absolutely wonderful on this day, on this night, on this evening, whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you in my next video.